All right, guys, we are back with another video. Yes. This one is Ren Money Game Part 3.
And we don't know Part 1 or Part 2 of Money Game, but...
Well, you know, it's one of those things where you...
Work backwards.
Work backwards tells the story. Sometimes working
like
backwards
Star Wars.
tells the story. Yeah. There you go. Star Wars.
All right, well, let's get into Money Game Part 3.
Let's do this.
It's Ren, so it's probably going to be fire. Oh, shit. Going on here? This is crazy already.
Tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6
Oh man, we're getting into one of these.
Yeah,
it's crazy with it, man.
Yeah, it's
storytelling master. Dude.
That's what I was just gonna say. Nobody tells a story like Ren, so
yeah. So I already know what's coming. It's gonna be some crazy shit.
Yeah,
this is crazy.
2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president suite. Now he's 30. His daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval. Moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket. He gets a call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion. Heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
Damn. Just twists and turns and
I love how when he tells a story, like, it doesn't have to be, you know, the visuals don't have to be other actors and actors. He can just do it all. He can paint the picture, act it out himself. He doesn't need all this fancy, you know, set shit or any of that.
He doesn't need,
He can just
make a whole movie without
in one room in one scene. You know what I mean? Like, he can take the whole thing in one scene and just tell you the story, and it's mind-boggling.
Yeah, it sounds like a blockbuster movie so far.
Yeah.
Like, I'd watch that.
Yeah. Pretty much. Incredible, man.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city, 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Call the music.
Damn.
This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy. Community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution? Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface, then consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise.
Damn, what the?
45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Damn. Was that a play?
It sure looked like one. But that's, you know, the mastery of his storytelling, dude. Like, it knows no bounds, truly.
Money Game. Yeah, that was crazy. That was a movie, like you said. It was, you know, the whole story.
It was the whole story condensed into 10 minutes.
A guy's whole life. You know
The guy's whole
From
life.
birth to
Yeah.
death.
Till he died. A ruthless story. And it, you know,
It was a story of success, but it was a story of failure. At the
and
same
here's the
time.
thing: so many people think that, you know, money is the answer to all your dreams and all that shit. He just told you that it's not.
Yeah, well, a lot of real wealthy people will tell you that it's not, and people don't seem to listen. They're like, I don't care what you say, I'm still chasing that bag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, because they want to see everybody seems to think they're different, you know.
yeah, like money will make me happy. Might not make you happy, but it'll make me happy. But it's like once you get to a certain point, does it? You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
money brings with its own set of problems, and you know, if you're coming from a situation where you've never, let's say you're broke, you're poor. What if you're homeless? You have nothing. You're used to
no,
having
yeah,
nothing.
that was what I'm saying. There's a big difference from no money to
Big money.
big money or whatever. But there's from like I'm saying from like what's the difference from $500,000 to $20 million? You know what I mean? It's like at $500,000, you still got basically everything you need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about bills. You don't have to worry about nothing like that. You don't have to worry about finances, period.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everything's just there. You might not be able to buy the jet. You might not be able to buy those Bugattis. You know what I mean? But it's like, what's the big difference? The only difference past that is just more luxury items, more luxury.
Well, and here's how
It's like,
here's how money goes to people's heads and changes them. It's like he said, the guy grew up, you know, and his dad basically was in his ear telling him, hey, you know, without money, you ain't shit, you know. And that's, first of all, that's not true, you know, because there's a ton of us without money and our lives, and some of us are really happy.
yeah, that's just someone's opinion. You can have a perfectly happy life working at, you know, a fast food restaurant, and you know, whatever.
As long as you're, you know, as long as you're
good
living
with it.
comfortable,
Yeah.
you're happy in your everyday day-to-day thing.
Yeah, some people are
And
good.
the people that you
Living in a
surround yourself
studio
with.
somewhere, and it's like whatever.
But again, this story, like he said, you know, the guy, because of what, and so many people, I know this because I have two brothers. Well, I had two brothers, and so it's all about the approval of your father. And too many people are trying to gain that approval, and that they need it so bad that they need that, you know, they need to prove something to their parents, like
to make them proud.
to make them proud. They well, it's. I think it's less about making them proud than it is about just proving that they can be the person that their parents want
expect
them
them to be.
or expect them to be, and that's that whole concept is twisted, because I think a really good parent would not want you to be something specific. They'd want you to be what you want to be.
Find out what you want to
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
And so it was definitely a movie. I could see going into a movie theater and seeing a movie about exactly this dude. What, Jimmy? Is that his name?
Yeah, it was crazy. They put it in 9 minutes, and it seems like if they did that in a movie, it'd be like a 6-hour movie. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
or an
long
epic, like,
yeah.
you know, maybe a 3-part series or something. But he is an amazing storyteller, Ren is, and it's like every time we did the, you know, the Jenny and Screech.
Yeah, it's just insane storytelling.
Just
and it
insane.
always has a big message behind it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that one was, you know.
Like you said, this ain't entertainment. This is life.
Yeah.
You guys got to figure it out.
Yeah. Like, figure it out, man. And that's pretty much all you can do in this life anyway. All right, guys, that is Ren Money Game Part 3. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you thought of Ren. And until next time, guys, peace.
Later.